What happened to photography? It has been transmogrified from a craft into some sort of plastic, fantastic, Frankenstein digital eye vomit. It is an art form that has been murdered by convenience and the push-button sloth of the digital age. Photography used to be a discipline, a sacred craft, a calling. Now it's a bottomless toilet overflowing with digital shit. Snapshots excreted into the world by the billions every day, without thought, without intention, without a shred of the reverence that once made the medium sacred. The tragedy isn't just that photography changed. It's that something precious, no, let me rephrase that, something holy was annihilated. Henri Cartier-Bresson didn't chase the decisive moment because it sounded cool or because it got him chicks in bars. He chased it because he had no choice. 36 frames, that's it. Every press of the shutter mattered. Every mistake caused a mental and physical pain. Photography demanded guts, patience, and a preternatural sense of timing. Compare that to today's digital sloppiness. Fire off 2,000 frames, shrug, fix it in Lightroom, slap a fake vintage preset over it, post it to Instagram, scroll past it in 2 seconds, repeat. The decisive moment has been replaced by decisive fuck it. Film artists had to meditate. Digital shooters just machine gun the world in a spray and pray orgy and hope the algorithm picks their favorite accident. Expertise was earned through patience, practice, and hard fucking work. To shoot film well, you needed to understand light like a jazz musician understands music. You had to feel exposure in your bones, focus manually under pressure, and tame chemicals in a darkroom that smelled like devotion. Diane Arbus didn't just point a camera. She built relationships that took months, bled time and poured her soul into portraits that haunt. Her prints are objects, artifacts, physical ghosts. Now, a teenager slaps a faux-grain filter on a selfie and calls it analog vibes. Ouija dragged himself through New York nights, chasing carnage with a beat-up camera and a burning eye. He photographed truth in its rawest, bloodiest form. You could smell the sweat and cigarettes on his negatives. And today, someone can fabricate a Ouija-style crime scene in Photoshop in 10 minutes with fake lighting, fake bodies, fake emotion. Nothing was witnessed. Nothing was endured. Nothing was earned. Digital manipulation didn't expand photography. He killed its integrity and wore the skin like a trophy. Stock imagery turned vision into fast food. Stock sites are the strip balls of photography, cheap, ugly, and designed to suffocate originality. They've taken the diverse, dangerous art and blended it into flavorless slop. Why hire a photographer when you get 10,000 smiling, diverse office team shots for the price of a sandwich? Stock imagery is the Walmart of the visual world, crushing craft into the bloated laziness of convenience. The smartphone didn't democratize photography, it drowned it. Billions of images a day, cats, lunches, sunsets, selfies, reflections in car mirrors, endless oceans of lifeless pixels. Arbus spent months gaining access to her subjects. Cartier-Bresson stalked moments like a hunter. Ouija lived on the Dremel and police radios. Now someone takes 500 photos of the same latte foam and calls themselves a content creator. Give me a fucking break. A film photograph was a promise. I saw something. I felt something. I risked something. I chose this moment at the cost of others. I burned to create this photograph. Digital photographs are free and infinite, and anything infinite is worthless. When every moment can be captured, none of them matter. When every image can be manipulated, none of them tell the truth. When every person has a camera, very few have anything to say. Photography is dead. He was murdered. Not natural death, not evolution, not progress. Photography was stabbed in the back by convenience, strangled by stock imagery, and defiled by cell phone culture. Its corpse was then propped up by Photoshop, dressed in fake film grain, and paraded around like a whore, as if the magic of her virginity were still alive. The real photography, the Arbus, the Cartier-Bresson, the Ouija kind, the kind that required vision, courage, mastery, where the driving force was visual and tactile, where you had a holding your hand no matter what? That photography is gone. Forever. I'm Saxon Payne. Join me in a story that begins in eyes of the beholder. Available now for free at swindaniels.com.